I always told the girls my workshop was in the garage. And it was, partially. The lawnmower lives there, a few screwdrivers, enough to keep the story believable. But behind the bookshelf in our bedroom, behind the copy of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and the photo album from our wedding, there's a door. I built it 7 years ago. My wife knows about it. The girls never did. Until today. I'm down in the basement, welding goggles on, grease up to my elbows. I've been working on this thing for, honestly, I lost count, years. A car, or something that looks like a car. I don't know what it does. I'm not even sure it turns on. It's just mine. My weird, beautiful, useless project. I even painted a number on the door, 46. It just felt right. And then I hear footsteps on the stairs. I look up, and there they are. Vittoria, standing at the bottom of the stairs with her arms crossed, glasses halfway down her nose, looking at me like I just got caught robbing a bank. And behind her, Nicole, eyes the size of planets, mouth wide open, already scanning the room for things to touch. Dad, what is this? I put down the welding torch. I wipe my hands on my shorts. And I do what every father does when his secret is discovered. I give them the tour. I walk them around the basement, the workbenches, the blueprints I drew at 3 a.m. that make no sense in daylight, the jars of things I bought online that I cannot legally name, the chalkboard covered in diagrams that, honestly, I don't even recognize anymore. And then we reach Elvis. That's what I call the car. The girls look at it. A rusty Volkswagen Beetle setting on cinder blocks. No wheels. Dents everywhere. Paint peeling off in sheets. The number 46 dripping down the door in white house paint. Nicole loves it immediately. Vittoria does not. I wired it into the car's electrical system because, I don't know, it seemed like it should be there. Vittoria reaches out and flips it, and the basement changes. The lights go out. A deep hum rises from the floor. The Beetle starts to shake. The rust begins to move. It's folding and rearranging. The panels split at invisible seams and rotate. The rounded Beetle hood sharpens into an angular blade. The fenders stretch and flatten. The body drops lower, wider, meaner. Metal screams against metal. Sparks shower across the basement floor. 3 seats side by side. I'm on the left, Vittoria in the middle, Nicole on the right. There's a yoke where a steering wheel should be. Holographic displays humming to life across the dashboard. Blue light strips glowing along the floor. And hanging from where the rear view mirror should be, a small framed picture. Elvis, the real one. I put that there 2 years ago. It's the only part of this interior I recognize. I'm looking at the screens, trying to make sense of the data when I hear it. A click. I look over. Nicole's hand is on the gear shift. Her finger is on a red button, a big, glowing red button sitting on top of the lever like a cherry on a sundae. The kind of button that exists specifically so that 8-year-olds can press it. Nicole, don't... She already did. The windshield goes white, a sound I've never heard before, like the whole world inhaling. Everything outside the glass stretches. The basement ceiling rockets upward. The walls race away from us. The workbench becomes a mountain range. A screw on the floor becomes a boulder. We are shrinking. The basement floor is now a desert. Dust particles float past the windshield like asteroids. A strand of carpet fiber rises beside us like a redwood tree. The cracks between the floor tiles are canyons. I look at my daughters. Nicole is grinning so hard I can see every tooth she has. We navigate through our own home. The basement floor at this scale is a gray desert that stretches to every horizon. I steer Elvis toward the gap under the basement door, a cavern of light pouring in from the hallway above. We fly through. The hallway carpet is a jungle. Each fiber is a tree trunk. Dust motes drift past us like clouds. A crumb on the floor the size of a car. An ant in the distance. Massive, mechanical, terrifying. Vittoria is taking mental notes. I can see her cataloging everything. We rise, up along the wall, past a power outlet that looks like the entrance to a bunker, through the gap between the living room door and the frame. And there she is, my wife. on the couch, napping, a book on her chest, rising and falling with her breath, her mouth slightly open. At this scale, she is a landscape. Deep, slow, massive inhale. The kind you take when you're dreaming about something that makes you sigh. The air around us accelerates. Elvis tilts forward. The instruments spike. I grab the yoke, but the pull is too strong. We are going in. Past the lips, past the teeth, down the throat. A cavern of pink, glistening walls that pulse and contract around us. The sound is enormous. Her heartbeat, her breathing, the gurgling of systems working in the dark. Elvis's speakers crackle to life, and through the static, as if the car chose this moment itself, Can't Help Falling in Love begins to play. I should be terrified. I am terrified. But I don't have a word for it. Is the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. We pass through the pharynx. I steer us away from the esophagus. Don't want to end up in the stomach on our first trip. Angle upward through the nasal passage toward the brain. The passage is narrow. The walls shimmer with moisture. Cilia wave like underwater grass as we pass. And then we break through. The brain. I've seen diagrams. I've watched documentaries. Nothing prepared me for this. It is a universe. Billions of neurons stretching in every direction. A galaxy of connections. Each one firing in bursts of electric blue and gold. The synaptic gaps flash like lightning between clouds. Neurotransmitters drift past the windshield like fireflies. Tiny glowing spheres of serotonin, dopamine, norepinephrine. Each carrying a message we can almost read. The brain is alive in a way I never understood until I was floating inside it. Every pulse is a thought. Every flash is a memory being formed or retrieved. And right now, my wife is dreaming. I can see it. The neurons in her visual cortex are firing in patterns, organized, rhythmic, painting images that don't exist in the outside world. She is seeing something. A beach. I recognize the pattern. The hippocampus is feeding memories into the cortex, and the cortex is remixing them into something new. She's dreaming of our honeymoon, or a version of it. The brain doesn't replay memories, it improvises them. The prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain that says this doesn't make sense, is quiet, almost offline. That's why dreams feel real. The editor went home. The raw footage is playing unfiltered. Nicole is crying, not sad, overwhelmed. She's 8 years old and she's watching her mother's dreams light up from the inside. She doesn't understand the neuroscience. She doesn't need to. She understands that she is seeing something sacred. I reach over and put my hand on her shoulder, my tattooed arm in a spaceship inside my wife's brain, while Elvis Presley plays through the speakers. If someone told me this would be my Tuesday, I would have called them insane. We can't stay. I don't know the limits of this power source yet, or if the machine will suddenly decide to expand on its own. I pull the yoke and steer us back, away from the neural storms. We head down through the nasal passage, seeking the exit. We gently drift out from between her lips, carried forward into the living room on a single, soft exhale. It's a strange sensation, crossing the threshold from that internal universe back into the open air of our living room. We float across the familiar architecture of the hallway, descending back into the basement. I find our launch spot and notice a reverse icon flashing on the dashboard. I press it. The world collapses inward. The floor shrinks, the ceiling drops. We're back, full size, sitting in Elvis, hovering inches off the floor on its thrusters. My wife is still asleep on the couch upstairs. She has no idea what just happened inside her own head. We've been transformed by what we saw, but the basement is exactly how we left it, silent and unchanged. Nicole opens her notebook and writes a single word in messy handwriting. I lean over to read it. Again. I look at Victoria, and she has a look in her eyes I've never seen before. A raw, undeniable appetite to go back that has completely replaced her usual caution. Then a new holographic display appears on the dashboard, a full three-dimensional map of every system and pathway in the human body. Elvis knows where we're going next. I tap the screen and the map locks onto the chest cavity. A beating heart. I smile. Next Monday, we go inside the heart.